Okay, thanks everybody for coming. Thank you. We're going to structure, I'm going to start with the judge here because we can't ask him political questions. So if you'll come up here and we'll just start you out, and we have a timer there, right? What we'd like you to do is to introduce yourself and we got 2 minutes. Tell us why you're running for presiding judge and what is presiding judge.
Well, thank you. First of all, thank you for inviting me to this forum tonight. My name is Kieran Ryan. I am a municipal judge with the municipal court downtown, Las Cruces, and I'm running for the presiding municipal judge position that has come open after Judge Melissa Miller Burns has retired after 16 years. And I have been an alternate in this court while I was a full-time attorney. I had my office over on Main and Picacho, Ryan Law Office. And during this period of time, I was an alternate attorney for an alternate judge for 14 years at that municipal court. And Judge Trevise back in 1998 appointed me. So for the past, since April of 2012, I was nominated by the City Council to take Judge Locatelli's place after he stepped down. He had a 2-year term remaining. The City Council members vetted 12 attorneys, and they selected me to take that position. In 2013, 2 years ago exactly, I ran for I ran for that position with the city, and I won. Basically, the presiding judge position is no different than what I'm doing now, except it has administrative duties that are attendant with that job, such as administering the budget and overseeing the staff and the personnel situations, and also setting the court policy and so forth. And so essentially, it's kind of like running a business. It's not really a business. It's a city business. And so that's essentially who I am. And my
15 seconds.
Yeah, I've been living in Las Cruces since 1994. I'm from Illinois originally, and I went to law school in Chicago.
So as presiding judge, one of the questions that people want to ask, you are opposed in this election, and so what is your plan to make the municipal court easier for the citizens to deal with? Even in the, I think it was sound off today or yesterday or something, somebody's talking about the fact they were scheduled for 11:30 and the judge didn't get there till 2. There is that undercurrent of things. What will you do?
Yeah, I saw that sound off. That was rather curious to me. We only have hearings at 2 and 3:30 in the afternoon. We don't have hearings at 11. But
that's a sound off thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we only have hearings at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. In the afternoons, we have them at pretrial conferences at 2 o'clock and pretrial conferences at 3:30. And then the latter part of the month, we have trials at 2 o'clock and trials at 3:30. So if you come there at 11:30, you can choose to wait, but most people don't. But anyway, so I can't really address that individual's.
You need money.
Well, we have a budget, and the budget basically deals with 90% of our budget deals with the salaries of the people that work there. Essentially, what we need is more space. I know the City Council's been diligently working on this this project. And I understand there are things in motion that may or may not alleviate that situation, and I do appreciate their good efforts on that at this point, because I know we all want to end up in the same spot essentially, and so we need more space so people don't have to stand outside waiting to address their ticket or like that. So what we tried to do is we open it up at 7:30 in the morning now. And we stay open until 5:30 at night, so people come in before they go to work, and maybe come in a little after they go to work. And so I also want to bring back defense and driving school. That was pretty popular. People get a ticket, you know, especially elderly people, and go do a defensive driving school, and then they get the ticket erased. So I'm for doing that, bringing that back. And so these are some of the things. Also, you know, I like to impress upon the codes people to give people warnings instead of tickets straight out, you know, because a lot of people don't understand that they can't put that garage sign out there on the corner, you know, like everybody does. And so I think a warning is always good for that. And then if they do, keep doing it, of course, I'm thinking, but, you know, that doesn't rate so high on the criminal level, in my view. So, you know, also for weeds, we know when it rains, weeds are coming, okay, and you got to deal with them. Everybody has to deal with them. So, you know, they come by, and if they just give you a warning and say, look, you know, take care of the weeds the next 10 days, and if you don't take care of it, there's those people that won't take care of it. Not many, but there are some that will. They get a ticket, then they have to deal with it. But those are some of the changes I think we made. Other than that, things are sailing pretty smooth down there.
All right, Judge Ryan, we appreciate you coming by. Is there a question?
I have a question. Part of my bigger problem where I live is loose dogs. And people, I don't mind that they have a dog if they want a dog, but they don't take care of them and they're running loose in the streets. Many of us elderly like to take early morning walks or whatever, but we can't because of fear of being attacked by.
Is this part of municipal court where you have a solution?
Yes.
All right, what's your solution?
Well, animal control takes care of loose dogs. What happens is the person that has a dog gets out to get what we call a restraint ticket. In other words, the dog has not been properly restrained. And, you know, I like to walk early in the morning too, but, you know, if I see a pit bull walking down the middle of the street that time of day, you know, it's kind of a warm, fuzzy feeling you get. You don't know what's going to happen, you know, I understand. So basically what happens is the person that owns that dog gets a citation. It's called a restraint citation. And maximum $500 fine and or 90 days in jail. Typically they don't get that. They kind of get a 90-day deferred sentence. If your dog gets out again the next 90 days, it's going to be, you know, a little bit more difficult. But other than that, if it doesn't get out for 90 days, I'll dismiss it. Now, we do have situations where dogs get out and bite people, like little children. The ordinance has just changed in Las Cruces where if you have a dog that has a vicious propensity, then, or you have a dangerous dog, a dog that has in fact bitten someone, you can go to jail if that dog gets out and bites somebody else again. What happens is you have to get a certificate from animal control saying that you're keeping that dog in a penned-up place, you're muzzling that dog when you're taking that dog to the vet, or and so you're really keeping close tab. If that dog gets out and attacks another child, that's a felony. That's a felony. And so they really crack down on dogs that get out and kind of terrorize the neighborhood. And so don't hesitate to call animal control. They'll be happy to come over there and scoop that dog up if he's acting strange.
Well, so Your Honor, one last point on that is we call animal control, and by the time 3 or 4, 5, 6 hours when they show up, the dog's no longer there. So the problem is not.
That's something the court can't deal with.
I can't deal with that, but sometimes the people know who belongs to that dog and tell animal control to go over there and talk to them.
All right, thank you so much. And again, we can't run the political stuff.
Yeah.
So, Judge, thank you so much for coming.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me. And you know, I'm sure a couple of years ago I enjoyed your company and vote November 3rd. Thank you very much.
Thank you.